4,000 years ago, while most of the world was living in mud huts, one civilization had a secret that would put modern cities to shame. Not gold, not weapons, but toilets. Welcome to Mohenjo Daro. Today we're uncovering the shocking sophistication of the Indus Valley. How did they master urban sanitation before the Romans were even a thought? Every major house here had its own private bathroom. Look at this brickwork, lined with bitumen to keep it waterproof. This was high-tech engineering in 2500 BCE. The waste didn't just sit there, it flowed through covered street drains, precisely angled for gravity-fed disposal. It was the world's first true urban sewage system. But how did they maintain it? And why did this incredible technology vanish for thousands of years after the city's fall? The answers are hidden in the dirt. And then there's the Great Bath, a massive communal structure with its own sophisticated filling and draining system. Was it for ritual or pure hygiene? If you could travel back 4,000 years, would you choose Mohenjo Daro over other ancient cities just for the plumbing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The secrets of the Indus Valley are deeper than we thought. But what happens when the water stops flowing? And next, the water didn't just vanish into the earth. To keep the city from flooding with waste, the Indus engineers built these massive soak pits. They were the lungs of the city's plumbing. Maintaining a system this large was a monumental task. Every few yards, they had these manholes with removable covers. It was built to be cleaned, a level of foresight we rarely see in the ancient world. Underground, the scale was even more impressive. Large arched culverts carried massive amounts of water out toward the river. But who were the people who kept these tunnels clear? This plumbing wasn't just for the elite, it was for everyone. This suggests a society that valued hygiene and public health above almost everything else. A true urban democracy? They even used settling jars to catch solid waste before it entered the main drains. These ancient people were filtering their sewage 4,000 years ago. It's absolutely mind-blowing. But then, something went wrong. The life-giving rivers began to shift and dry up. When the water stopped flowing, the world's most advanced sanitation system became its biggest trap. Looking at this technology, it's hard to believe we lost this knowledge for 3 millennia. Do you think our modern cities could survive if our water stopped tomorrow? Tell me in the comments. The end was near for Mohenjo Daro. But was it a natural disaster, or something more sinister that finally choked the city? And next, as the rivers dried, the pride of Mohenjo Daro, its plumbing, became its death sentence. Imagine the smell, the heat, and the growing fear as the water that once brought life began to carry only pestilence. Without fresh water to flush the system, diseases like cholera and dysentery likely spread like wildfire. The world's cleanest city was suddenly trapped in its own waste. This wasn't just a drought, it was a biological catastrophe. But it wasn't just disease. Evidence suggests the final inhabitants tried to fortify the city. Why build walls against the wind? Or were they hiding from something or someone else? Some believe a final sinister invasion finished what the climate started. But why were there no mass graves, no signs of a great battle? It's as if the people simply evaporated. The dust of the Thar Desert eventually claimed it all. For 3,000 years, the world's most advanced toilets, baths, and streets lay buried and forgotten under the shifting sands. We found their seals and their streets, but their language remains a mystery. We have their toilets, but we don't have their names. They left behind a perfect machine with no instructions. Do you think Mohenjo Daro's downfall was a warning to us? Can we become too dependent on our own technology? Share your theories in the comments. The investigation is far from over. What did the first explorers find when they finally dug up the secret of the toilets? And next, in the 1920s, the world thought it knew history. Then, a group of explorers led by R.D. Banerjee stumbled upon a series of mysterious mounds. They thought they were finding a Buddhist shrine, but they were wrong. As they dug deeper, the sheer scale of the city began to emerge. But the real shock came when they entered the houses. They didn't just find gold or pottery, they found clay pipes and brick platforms that looked hauntingly familiar. Imagine being the first person in 4,000 years to see these drains. The realization hit them like a lightning bolt. These ancient people had better urban sanitation than many 20th century cities. This discovery didn't just add a chapter to history, it rewrote the whole book. It proved that human civilization had reached a peak of urban planning thousands of years earlier than we ever dared to imagine. Today we use lasers and 3D modeling, but the mystery remains just as deep. Every brick we uncover tells us more about their lives, but their voices are still locked in their undeciphered script. Mohenjo Daro's legacy isn't its wealth or its weapons. It's the simple revolutionary idea that a city should be clean, They gave us the blueprint for the modern world, hidden under the sand for millennia. If they were this advanced in plumbing, what other modern technologies do you think they might have had that we haven't found yet? Tell me your wild theories in the comments. We've seen the rise, the fall, and the discovery, but there is one final, chilling secret that Mohenjo Daro is still guarding. And next, the name Mohenjo Daro literally means Mound of the Dead. For a city built on the heights of sanitation and life, it is a chilling contradiction. But what did the archaeologists find in its final layers that earned it this dark title? They found bodies, not in graves and not in the ruins of battle, but scattered in the streets. Men, women, and children lying where they fell 4,000 years ago. It's a scene of sudden, unexplained tragedy that still haunts researchers today. There was no sign of a struggle, no wounds on the skeletons. They were just there. One final family was even found holding hands in their home. Whatever happened, it was swift and it was final. Some fringe theories suggest a sudden, massive heat event, even comparing it to a nuclear blast. While science points to environmental collapse, the vitrified bricks and the suddenness of the deaths keep the mystery alive. What truly happened in those final seconds? Mohenjo Daro didn't just die, it was erased from human memory for 3 millennia. Its advanced toilets and streets were swallowed by the earth, leaving only silence. Their secrets are ours now, a warning from the depths of time. We came for the toilets, but we found the soul of an ancient people, a civilization that valued cleanliness, order, and community. Perhaps they aren't so different from us after all. We've reached the end of the Mound of the Dead. What do you believe was the final blow? Climate, invasion, or something we can't yet explain? Let's talk about it in the comments. History is never truly buried, it's just waiting for someone to dig deep enough. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Mohenjo Daro. Goodbye for now.